lovely to see you. Do come in. You come to talk to me about painting holidays, I expect. Well, welcome to my little, gallery cum studio here in the village of Caronte, which is beautifully positioned in the Languedoc, about 40 minutes from Béziers and Narbonne and the Mediterranean. So it's a great location with lots of fabulous places to go and paint, and I know all the best ones. If you're wondering why you're watching this film, it's partly because, I think it's easier to watch somebody talking to you than reading through pages of websites, no matter how well they're constructed. And also, I think, from my point of view, and I hope you agree, I think it's quite important to have a bit more contact with somebody, to see if you think, yes, that's somebody I could spend some time with and work with. A question of rapport, I suppose. Do they talk my sort of language? Might we have the same sense of humour? Things like that. So that's the other reason for the video. So anyway, as I said, this is my little gallery cum studio in my very small village house, which is one of the reasons why I'm not actually able to accommodate you here. But what I do is I have a number of other venues, super venues, where you are able to stay and be looked after there, and I come up and do the tutoring there every day with you, or whatever days we've planned. Now, one of them is a gîte complex called Rigo, which is all about 15 minutes outside the village, and they've got a collection of gîtes there, swimming pool, everything you need, and set in the most lovely vineyards with fantastic views, really super place. So that's one area, and then the other one is a chateau. Chateau Vontenac, situated on the Canal de Midi, which, as it suggests, is rather lovely. So that's another venue I have. So they're quite different, which I think is good from your point of view. You might feel like saying, well, I fancy treating myself, so I'll go there. And anyway, it's all on the website. But when you come on these holidays, you do have sort of your full board arrangement. So once you've paid for your holiday, then you haven't got to pay for anything else when you get here. Right, so you've probably had a look at the website and you've seen that I do a variety of courses. I do what I call traditional making pictures, okay, and we usually work in watercolours simply for convenience and carriage and that sort of thing. But I also do other courses. There's one I'm promoting at the moment, which is called a shabby chic French style furniture, which is rather fun. And that's where we do, the process of how to distress your furniture, bits you might have bought, that sort of thing. I'm also hoping to do other courses next year, looking at designing and cutting stencils, things like that. So a whole range. It's not just traditional painting pictures. There's going to be other things coming up. But you're probably thinking initially about the painting pictures course. So we'll have a little chat about that, shall we? Right, painting pictures then. Well, it's great fun, isn't it? Watercolours, as I said, because it's easy. It's the traditional medium for travellers, so it's transportable. What I like to do, don't worry if you're thinking, oh, everybody's going to be better than me, because it isn't like that. I work with everybody individually, make sure you get plenty of individual guidance. But I like to think of the time you spend with me as actually creating a picture. You start off with the basics. We're going to look at your drawing skills, composition, that big bogeyman perspective, it's not that difficult, planning stage, gathering information, all that sort of thing. And then gradually we start looking at painting, the techniques, the different things you can use to get special effects, and also how best to use your equipment. It's surprising the difference when people just hold the brush differently. It's amazing. We'll go through colour mixing, colour values, everything. And so really what you're doing through your time with me is you're ending up with a painting, which is what you've learnt during your course. I am here purely as a facilitator. I'll always demonstrate techniques as we go along so you can see how I do it. But there is never the question that this is how it must be done. I remember on some courses I've said to people, well, if you use a bit of tracing paper it helps. And they said, oh, can you do that? You can do whatever you like. It's your painting. So I'm not laying down things in tablets of stone. I'm just offering you the choice. I think of your painting, your palettes, your paint boxes as a toolbox. Okay, and all your brushes and your pencils, and all I'm helping is to contribute to your toolbox. the more techniques you've got in there, the more things you've got to play with, and the more fun you're going to have, and the more satisfied you're going to be with the end results. Because that's what it's all about. You've got to enjoy what you're doing. I want you to feel at the end that you've really achieved something, and I think you will. In fact, I know you will. You will find that the course is very relaxed, a lot of fun, nothing's too serious, and you know, if you're not having fun, then there's no point in doing it, is there? So I hope that has helped to put your mind at rest about the sort of person I am, what I can offer, where you'll be. And you can always feel free to email me or phone me, it's not a problem. And I hope to see you really soon.